Hi friends, and welcome to my channel. My name is Tanner and this is my Esoterica. Today I'm going to be doing a timeless reading for the sign of Pisces. So I was meditating a little bit before your reading and I got a few downloads. The first thing I got was the image of a fish kind of jumping upstream or swimming upstream, and then also like swimming up and trying to jump up a waterfall. When I do these meditations and, get downloads before these zodiac readings, I tend to see your collectives, like Pisces collective or Sag collective, as represented as your signs. So for you, obviously, that is the fish. So anyway, but with this jumping up stream analogy or jumping up waterfalls, this fish was getting like knocked back a little bit for every step forward that they were making, or every like leap forward they were making, I should say. I also got another image of the same fish swimming near the surface of the water and looking at the sun, and wondering if they'll ever feel its warmth. So it reminded me a little bit of The Little Mermaid too. So The Little Mermaid could be symbolic. That scene where she's singing part of your world. For me, I'm getting kind of like two kind of different collectives here. For one, I'm definitely seeing it's just kind of like the feeling of happiness, because that's what the sun represents in the tarot. And then for another collective, I'm getting the sense that this could be a love reading, or you could be dealing with somebody, because the sun is also representative of the masculine. And I also got the image of the statue of Prince Eric, also from The Little Mermaid. So the name Eric could be symbolic as well, but statues are made to be admired. So I feel like, some of you are kind of admiring a masculine at the moment. Obviously, that won't resonate for everybody, so, just take what does and leave what doesn't. But we're going to get into this reading, and first things first, we're going to do an energy check with some animal spirit cards, which is how I always like to start off my readings here. And I do want to say really quickly, if you find yourself here and you find yourself resonating with these messages, please consider liking or commenting or subscribing to the channel. It really helps my channel grow, and I want to be here and offer help and be of service. So I feel like a little like here and there is not too much to ask for in return. I should also say that if you do find that this message resonates with you, check out your other placements too, your moon and your rising and your Venus. There could be messages for you in those readings as well. But anyway, without further ado, let's get started and do an animal check or an energy check with the animal spirit cards. Let's just see what's on the bottom. Ooh, the panther. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot of purging going on right now. This is very kind of tower coded. So you could be kind of going through some sort of dark night of the soul. Green eyes could be symbolic as well. But yeah, this panther's in a really dark place, and it's like they are... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna look in the guidebook too. Now this is just sort of like underlying energy or things that are going on underneath the surface. I will know what animal is most representative of your energy when it comes out of the deck when I shuffle more. But the panther is somewhere in here. There it is. Annihilation of the unnecessary and purging. So yeah, the panther won't stand to see our growth or energy stagnate. Instead, it pounces into our lives and causes all kind of havoc, with the ultimate intention of bringing us towards more fulfilling lives. So yeah, I feel like you are going through some sort of cleansing right now, Pisces. Yeah, let's see what else comes out. Thank you, Spirit. What else do we have for our Pisces collective? We have the hyena, a lot of fire energy here as well. You could be dealing with a fire sign or have fire in your chart somewhere. But I'm noticing these black and white cards, like especially here on the moon, like So it's like maybe you're kind of seeing things in black and white right now, or you're not really leaving much room for nuance in your situation. Whatever this is, of course, we're going to continue to clarify. You could also be somebody who masks with humor, and likes to joke around and kind of like take the edge off of things and be not so serious sometimes. All right, let's keep looking. What do we have, Spirit, for our Pisces viewer? The Nightingale. So yeah, you could be a creative type, you could be a musician or a writer or a singer. But the Nightingale talks about needing to express a truth to somebody. So there could be somebody that you need to express a truth to. What else do we have, Spirit, for our Pisces? Ooh, look at that. Transformation. So yeah, whatever struggles you're going through, that uphill stream that you're swimming up, is leading to your ultimate kind of growth and transformation here. I know it's tough when you feel like there's always like one step forward and two steps back, but trust in the journey. You know, take it day by day, one step at a time, and before you know it, you'll be this beautiful butterfly. Thanks, Spirit. What else do we have for our Pisces? Ooh, the crocodile. This panther keeps showing up too, but the crocodile is all about kind of pulling back and kind of reserving your energy. This talks also about like cooling off after a conflict, or just like needing to take some time to collect yourself, so you don't snap at people. So that could be the energy you're in right now as well. I'm gonna do one more and then we'll see what comes out. Ooh, the shark. Okay, so yeah, a lot of darkness coming out in all of these cards, but there's light here too. But with the shark too and the nightingale, this is something that's kind of lurking underneath the surface, and that is kind of like waiting to be brought to the light. So somebody could need to confess something to you, or you could need to confess something to somebody else, especially with that nightingale energy. But okay. Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate your guidance so far. Can we please get an animal spirit card for our Pisces viewer? What animal spirit card best encapsulates their energy at this time in this situation? Thank you, Spirit. For our Pisces, please, Spirit. The frog. Releasing, cleansing, and healing. So yeah, I feel like you're in an era of healing right now after going through this sort of dark night of the soul. And I feel like, you know, with the imagery I was getting when I was meditating, it's like you're like just near the surface of the water, but you still can't quite feel the sun yet. We have the elk here as well on the bottom. So you could just be focusing on your stability. This is King of Pentacles energy, so let me focus that real quick. This is King of Pentacles energy, so somebody who's very grounded and stable, somebody who enjoys caring for others. Yeah, okay. So releasing, cleansing, and healing, Pisces. That is the theme of this reading. I'm gonna grab some of these oracle cards here, and we'll see what comes out. So with this deck in particular, there are messages that there are messages that come out if the energy, if the card comes out upright, there's a message for that. And if it comes out in reverse, there's a different message for that. So I'm going to cut the deck like we did with the animal spirit card, but on these cards, when we're cutting, it's more kind of like the theme that is taking place right now. And then when we shuffle, if these cards actually come out, they do tend to flip into whatever direction they're meant to. So yeah, let's take a look. We have decision making and empathy. So you could be at a crossroads with something and needing to make a choice. As a Pisces, of course, you're empathetic and care about others. That is kind of par for the course. But okay, so a decision needing to be made about something. Let's see what else we have here. Teamwork. So there are people in your life who are supporting you and, you know, make you feel like you're part of a team. It says collaboration and teamwork are key to achieving your goals. So keep that in mind as well. But let me do one more cut and then we'll see what comes out. Intimacy. So this might be a love reading. All right. Thanks, Spirit. Let's please clarify this frog energy for our Pisces viewer. I'm just going to go through this deck and we'll see whatever cards want to come out, whatever way they want to be. All right. I'm going to do one more little zhuzh. All right. Thank you, Spirit. For our Pisces viewer, please. Anything that needs to come out for our Pisces viewer. I was like, dang, everything was about to come out. Okay. Okay, so right here we have obstacles. Oops. Obstacles may be delaying your success, or you may feel burned out by the pursuit of achievement, neglecting other important areas of your life. That was the imagery I was getting with the fish jumping up the waterfall. Spirit is so amazing. Let's look at this one. We have planning. So you have a clear career plan and are making steady progress towards your goals. Each step is carefully thought out. That's beautiful. Let me try and get a couple more for you, Pisces. So it seems like, yeah, you're trying to plan how to overcome these obstacles. It's like I was saying, like in some ways it feels like you're taking steps, like 2 steps forward, 1 step back is the energy I was getting with that waterfall imagery. And I like that this frog actually, you know, water is actually falling on this card. It's not a waterfall, it's like rain, but still, we take what we can get. Can we get a few more, please, for our Pisces spirit? Thank you. A few more cards for our Pisces viewer. Intimacy. So yeah, it certainly is some love energy here. Ooh, yeah, with desire too. Ooh, communication. Did that one come out? I guess it didn't flip up right, so we won't take it. Okay. So yeah, I do feel like for some of you there is a special somebody. Try to focus it. Sorry, friends. A deep emotional bond connects you to someone special. Trust, compassion, and support strengthens this relationship. So it does seem like, you know, there is somebody special with whom you share a connection. We have desire too, is the next one that came out. Desire is fueling your connection, both emotionally and physically. It represents a deep craving for closeness and mutual goals. We have communication here as well. So open and honest communication is flowing between you and others. You express your thoughts and feelings clearly. What's this one? And then there's one in my lap too. We have financial stability, but it came out in reverse. So this could be part of that waterfall you're trying to climb up. But financial challenges may be arising, or you are feeling uncertain about your economic stability. Caution in planning is needed. So good thing you're doing that, but you know, make sure you're being wise about it. You're smart about it. Caution in planning. So don't make any kind of rash decisions is what I'm getting. And then let's see what this one in my lap is. Opportunities in reverse. Says you may be overlooking valuable opportunities or hesitating in seizing them, leading to missed chances for growth. Okay. So Spirit's saying, you know, be open to opportunities that may come your way. Don't overlook them just because on the surface they may not look or feel like what you want. They could still lead you to where you need to go. I want that frog to be more visible. That's just the thing with me. Okay, cool. I would like to get a few more oracle cards from this deck, which is a love oracle, but I feel like, you know, the messages that come out could be resonant for what's going on in general. But thanks, Spirit. Can we get some, ooh, fantasy? Well, there you go. Daydreaming, imagining, and fantasizing. This kind of goes hand in hand with that fish imagery and that statue of Prince Eric. You know, that admiring that statue. So yeah, there clearly is somebody here with whom you are engaging in a romantic way. And I feel like you fantasize about them a lot. All right, let's see what else we have. For our Pisces viewer, please, Spirit. That one didn't really... There we go. All right, a few more for our Pisces viewer, please, Spirit. I should mention, too, that I was getting this feeling of exhaustion when I was tuning into your energy, too. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but I did mean to. Which, of course, if you're swimming upstream, like, who wouldn't be tired? We have emotional storm. Turmoil's unstable and affected. So in a lot of ways, you could be feeling unstable right now. And it seems like you are, with that financial stability in reverse, that opportunities in reverse. What else did we have? That success in reverse. So yeah, you could be feeling all types of ways about everything that's going on. I would like to get, oh, I didn't put the stack back. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Let's try to get a few more, please, Spirit, for our Pisces viewer. For our Pisces. So this seems to be like a combination, like career and love reading, which I'm not necessarily mad about. Also, I know I said that thing about that statue of Prince Eric, but, and, you know, the fish admiring the sun, which is masculine, but this could be, you know, polarity, energy polarity. It doesn't have to mean, like, if you are a masculine and you're watching this, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm saying you're attracted to a man, though you might be. And we don't judge here. We love everybody. But just, you could still resonate with being a feminine, like feminine polarity. And I feel like in connections, no matter what body you inhabit, the energies tend to be on either polarity. That's kind of like, you know, in LGBT relationships when they're like, well, who's the man? Of course, you know, gender is a social construct as far as I'm concerned. But like, I find that typically in romantic connections, somebody tends to gravitate more toward the masculine polarity and somebody tends to gravitate more towards the feminine. So all that to say, please don't feel alienated if you're a male watching this and I'm talking about admiring a masculine. Please take it however it resonates for you. But anyway, a few more cards, please, for our Pisces viewer, Spirit. For whatever's going on right now. Spirit might be saying this is all you get. Okay, there's one. Okay, let's look at those. We have on the bottom, nourish, self-growth, self-focused, soul-finding. So yeah, you could be focusing on self-growth. I mean, I think you are with all of these cards about planning and success and wanting to find financial stability. I can tell you're going through a tough time right now, but there's healing happening, I should say. But anyway, let's see what these other two cards are. They came out in reverse. So we have pain in reverse. So apprehensive, afraid, and cautious. And then over here we have conflicted. Decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices. They did technically come out in reverse. So I feel like, well, and that makes sense that they are, because you're cleansing this pain. So you're healing this pain. Okay, that makes sense. So then this is supposed to come out as well. So I feel like you kind of know what you want or what choices you need to make when it comes to what you need to do to make it to this next level, to make it to the top of that waterfall. But I feel like a lot of, healing needs to take place still. But you're working on it. You are working on healing yourself. So don't feel too down about it. Okay, we're going to get tarot now. I like to use the Wild Unknown. I'm trying to see if I feel called to any of my other decks. If we need to clarify, we'll use some other ones. So we'll start with this one. Let's look at your energy. Let's dive a little bit deeper into your energy, Pisces. Thank you, Spirit. Can we look deeper into our Pisces viewers' energy right now with whatever their situation is right now? Please and thank you for our Pisces viewer. Our Pisces viewer, please, Spirit. Our Pisces viewers' energy when it comes to this situation. Judgment. Okay, so this is a resurrection. So maybe somebody is coming back from the past. But I feel like more than anything else, this is like a higher awakening, a higher calling. So you could be awakening to a higher perspective on things, or you could be called to ascend in some way or answer your soul's higher purpose. We have the Son of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. Is there a card underneath here? Yes, the Star. So I feel like, with the Star and the Page of Cups, which is what this is, you're very focused on healing right now. Whoops. Well, look at that. Spirit's like, I said what I said. But yeah, the Star and the Page of Cups. So you could be very focused on creative passions right now, or trying to follow where your heart is telling you to go. You could be, really intuitive and just creative in general. That's kind of what the Page of Cups is. Yeah, and I feel like, you're very much focused on doing this to heal yourself. Maybe you've had some sort of higher realization about something with the Judgment card too. Let's look a little bit more at our Pisces viewers' energy, please, Spirit. The Pisces viewers' energy, please, Spirit. Oh, here we go. The Two of Cups. So there certainly is a love connection here, or somebody you're interested in exchanging cups of love with. So I feel like, you're trying to heal so you can answer the call of this higher connection. But yeah, I had a feeling this might be a love reading. All right, so this is your energy. I'm going to actually look in my tarot notes and look at exactly what Judgment says. Oops. The Sun, Judgment, awakening, redemption, rebirth, higher calling, transformation, self-reflection. So yeah, certainly going through some self-reflection and healing. All right, cool. Cool. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Can we look more at the situation that our Pisces is dealing with right now? What can you tell us about the situation that they're dealing with? The situation. that they are dealing with. Please, Spirit. Thank you. Situation. Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Oh my gosh, there's a third card here too. Ooh, the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles here. So yeah, I feel like you're very much focused on building up your foundations, building up a skill, trying to find ways to support yourself with this Eight of Pentacles here. There definitely, for some of you, there definitely is a masculine here. And if you are a masculine, then this is probably representative of your energy, which makes sense. If you were, if you remember when we were starting the reading, the elk card came out. So could be representative of your energy. I mean, gender doesn't really matter here, I think. But since we're asking about the situation that you're dealing with here, some of you could be very concerned with feelings of stability or wondering if you have enough. But for the other people who are also here for love or trying to get insight about love, this could be the person that you are connected to. So you could see the person you're connected to in this way, someone who's very stable and grounded and giving. The Queen of Wands here as well. I feel like you very much are feeling, for some of you, if you're feminine, this is probably your energy right now. You're trying to stay magnetic and radiate your energy outwards and bring things to you instead of trying to chase them. And if you're a masculine watching this and you resonate with being in a connection, this could represent the person you are connected to, the Queen of Wands, or the person you would like to be connected to. And then in terms of, what's going on inside of you, this is representative of, again, being in your power in the sense of trying to claim that pentacle. So yeah, stability. I feel like you're definitely trying to focus on finding stability right now, and also nourishing internally. The Queen of Wands is like nurturing your passions and yeah, just being a light for others, being magnetic, being charming and charismatic, but and protecting what's yours. This mother is like clutching her eggs right here. So yeah, very much trying to take life by the horns, if you will. I was going to say by the stick. Some of you might want to be taking somebody by the stick. But yeah, so foundations, drive to achieve and heal and grow more, focusing on building this web. In the animal spirit deck, the spider card is very similar to this one. And it talks about, building this web, not only because she feels like, this is sort of her life purpose here. So you could be trying to figure out or kind of like realizing what your life purpose is and are trying to take steps to build towards that. But the spider card talks about Dharma and how she does this because it's her soul purpose. And she builds this nest or this web so she can support herself and the people who she loves and cares about. So yeah, very much focused on your stability in a lot of ways. Or the person you're connected to, if you're attracted to masculines, this is how you see them. And if you are masculine and attracted to feminines, this is how you see them. And then on an internal level, this is kind of what's going on, which, we've discussed already, but Tara is just confirming it. So what is the potential outcome of this situation, Spirit? What is the potential outcome of this situation? The potential outcome in the near future for this situation. Potential outcome in the near future for this situation. Thank you, Spirit. Potential outcome in the near future. Ooh, Ten of Swords. I don't like that. Feeling like you hit rock bottom in some way. Maybe this is just how you're going to feel soon, if you don't feel this way already. But Ten of Swords is like a feeling of betrayal or somebody stabbing you in the back. Again, hitting rock bottom. So you could be going through like a roller coaster of emotions right now. But the tens are the end of the suit before the court cards. So tens often represent the end of something, and with this, it's like the end of painful thoughts. I'll clarify that with a different deck after we get a few more cards. Thanks, Spirit. Can we please get a few more cards for the potential outcome of this? What's happening in the near future for our Pisces collective? Near future energy, please, Spirit, for our Pisces. Oops. Three of Wands. So forward movement and progress, expansion, growth, change. So I feel like, you're moving out of this energy, like expanding past it, moving forward in order to grow. Excuse me, confirmation burp. One more card, please, Spirit, for the near future for our Pisces. Woo! Ace of Cups in reverse. So you could feel like there's some sort of missed emotional opportunity coming up in the near future. I'll clarify these with a different deck, but between these things, I do see forward movement. So, yeah, like this cup is upside down and it's all empty. So instead of being full of love, it's being kind of poured out onto the ground. What's here? Ooh, the Ten of Wands too. So feeling burdened, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you don't want to keep going with something. And the Hanged Man, yeah, divine pause and surrender. Needing to take a pause to get a new perspective on something. So if this is a love connection that we're talking about here, you could kind of be going through some sort of tough emotional time in the near future with this person that you are admiring. But yeah, Spirit is saying here, it's okay to take a step back. It's okay to take care of yourself and put these wands down and focus on healing yourself. Continue to focus on healing yourself. I'm going to use a different little deck here, my little spacious tarot deck. I just want to clarify, I want to clarify this Ace of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Swords in reverse. So Spirit, can we please clarify this Ten of Swords? I apologize. Oops, that one fell on the ground. Where'd it go? Okay, so 3 cards fell out and they fell onto the ground. Oh my goodness. Oops. I'll see what comes out, like, I don't know. I mean, these did come out. Okay, so here we have the Seven of Swords, clarifying the Ten of Swords. So somebody here has not been completely honest with you about something. We have the Star as well. The Star again. I mean, a lot of healing is taking place at the moment, and I mean in the near future too. I guess whatever is about to happen in this situation is necessary for you to continue to make plans to move forward, I should say. But yeah, I feel like there is also like a sense of stability coming, a sense of community and coming together and, putting down roots, or, you know, coming together to try to build something. And didn't we have something about, I'm trying to find it. I thought we had something about work. Or I'm looking for a specific thing, but I guess it didn't come out. Oh Lord, that's okay. But anyway, so there is a sense of like wanting to come together with somebody, wanting to put down roots. But I feel like, you know, I mean, this could also be a third party situation. There we go. That makes more sense with everything. So you may find out somebody that you've been attracted to is involved with somebody else and they weren't very honest about it, which is why you feel, you know, hurt and betrayed here. But I felt like it was necessary for your healing with the star here to go through this. So I'm sorry, Pisces. I wish I had better news. Energy can change, things can change, nothing's set in stone. So don't, you know, shoot the messenger. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But if you are dealing with somebody, a particular person right now, I feel like this person maybe hasn't been the most honest with you, and you might be finding that out soon about maybe they were involved with somebody else with this Three of Pentacles here. But I would like to see, can we clarify this Ace of Cups in reverse, please, Spirit, for our Pisces? This Ace of Cups in reverse. Can we please clarify this Ace of Cups in reverse for our Pisces? Thank you, Spirit. Please clarify this Ace of Cups in reverse. The Ace of Cups in reverse. Please clarify. Ooh, okay. The Guardian of Wands, which is, I believe, the Queen of Wands in reverse. Interesting. So yes, for some of you, I'm trying to get this so you can see it better. I feel like some of you, like, yeah, are gonna get burned by somebody. The Guardian of Wands is the Queen of Wands in this deck. Throat's closing up as well. You could be having communication issues with somebody, or somebody could need to communicate something. Well, clearly somebody needs to communicate something with you. But so yeah, clarifying this Ace of Cups in reverse, we had the Queen of Wands in reverse. It's crazy because we have the Queen of Wands upright here. So this could be the third party energy. Queen of Wands often represents a feminine who is kind of flighty, kind of in and out, kind of not very committal. She goes where the wind takes her kind of vibes. But yeah, I feel like okay. So for those of you who resonate with being attracted to this feminine, it feels like you feel like you've missed out on an opportunity with them, or you feel like your cup is empty because they are actually not matching your energy. And for those of you that resonate with being the feminine more, it seems like that's a little confusing. I'm gonna look at my tarot notes and then see what the Queen of Wands in reverse is all about. Okay, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands in reverse: insecurity, self-doubt, jealousy, manipulation, controlling behavior, burnout, superficiality, lack of drive or motivation, and overconfidence or arrogance. So yeah, I suppose like this this feeling of like you've lost this opportunity with this person that you're connected to might start making you feel insecure in yourself. I mean, I feel like this could be for either of you. I mean, like, I'm talking about feminine or masculine, whichever one resonates with you the most. But yeah, so some of you feel like you lost an opportunity with this Queen of Wands, and others of you, this is like a third party situation, and like it's making you like you're gonna find out about it soon in the near future, and it's gonna make you feel insecure. I lost my train of thought for a second, but yeah, it's gonna make you feel insecure. Okay, Spirit, thank you. What is, we're gonna get some advice for you. I'm gonna get some tarot advice, and then I'll pull another piece of advice from another oracle deck. So what is the advice for our Pisces, Spirit? What is our advice for them, please? Advice for our Pisces viewer. Ooh. Four of Cups. Don't dwell on the negative. This card talks about the Four of Cups talks about, on the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, there is a person sitting underneath a tree, and they are looking at three cups, and they look kind of like sad or depressed or apathetic. They're not really excited. They're not really happy about it. But what they can't see is the universe offering another cup right behind them. But they're so focused on what's not working that they're not really seeing the opportunity that the universe is trying to present them. Which is funny that that imagery comes up, because this is a cup, and it's a missed opportunity. So I want to say, don't focus on the negative, Pisces. There is positive change here. You are healing and you are growing. We have 1, 2, 3, at least 3 cards about healing. But yeah, don't get bogged down in what's not working. Follow your intuition, I want to say. Trust in your intuition. Let it lead you where you need to go. Can we get a few more cards of advice, please, for our Pisces collective, Spirit? I'd like to refocus that. For our Pisces collective, a few more cards of advice. Thank you, Spirit. For our Pisces, oops, there's one. I'd like one more, please, Spirit, for advice for our Pisces. Oh, goodness. Okay. 5 of Cups, feeling sad, but it came out with something. Is this? Ooh, the Son of Wands. Page of Wands. So I want to say, like, if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling in a low place, like, focus on what sparks your passion with the Page of Wands here. And they came out together, so I feel like they were meant to be together. And then the Hierophant. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. The Hierophant, this is all about a few things. This is a card of higher knowledge. You could be a teacher or somebody who is in a position of power in some way, shape, or form. It's like you hold the key to knowledge. And with this lightning bolt here, it's like, in a lot of cards, this is like sudden realizations and stuff. So I feel like, you're having realizations about the key to you moving forward in a way, and you're trying to maintain, a sense of, how do I want to say this? Like a sense of not presence exactly, but like, how can I say this? Like, you want to seem held together. You don't want to seem like you're falling apart. You want to keep things, like, you want people to perceive you as having it all together, because the Hierophant is also about societal expectations. So this could be also saying to like dive into, like, learn more about things. I'm gonna look in my tarot notes too. It's interesting for advice. I don't think I've ever had it come out for advice before. Number 5. So the Hierophant stands for tradition and convention, and also signifies spiritual knowledge, which is kind of what this crow is representing here. And organizations that can guide us on our spiritual path. Can also indicate a teacher or counselor who will help in the learning or education of the querent. Okay, so you could be finding a mentor, or I feel like, you know, maybe you're in therapy, you're talking to a therapist, but your therapist is going to be the one to kind of help you move out of this sort of sadness that you'll be experiencing. But I think it's important, you know, your advice here is to, you know, if you need a therapist, go get you one. Find somebody you can trust in to guide you through this sadness that's coming up. Oops, my crystals. To overcome this sadness, you know, focus on what excites you, and don't dwell on things that you can't change. And be open to opportunities. Didn't we have the opportunities card? Am I crazy? Yeah. No? Yeah. Opportunities in reverse. Don't overlook any opportunities. Just be open. Underneath the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So, like, focus on one, you know, a new beginning may be happening for you in your career in some way. But a chance to build something stable, a chance to plant the seed to build something stable is on the way here for you. But yeah, don't focus on the sadness. Find you a therapist if you need it. And focus on what brings you joy, or what's going to challenge you to grow in a positive way. Okay, Pisces. I'm going to end your reading here with a piece of advice from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Actually, hold on. Before I do that really quickly, I kind of want to see how, for those of you who are connected to a person, how this person is feeling about you. And then I'll get a piece of advice for you, and then we'll end the reading. All right, Spirit, can we please get a few cards for the person our Pisces is connected to? How are they feeling? Ooh, I feel like that did want to come out. How are they feeling about our Pisces? How is the person our Pisces is connected to feeling about our Pisces? How is the person who is connected to our Pisces person feeling about them? 7 of Wands. Seven of Wands is all about struggle and conflict and wanting to persevere, wanting to fight for what's theirs. I'll look at my notes again real quick. That is what it means, but like in terms of how this person is feeling about you, it's like they don't want to give you up almost. even if they do have like someone else around them. Standing your ground, perseverance, defense, competition, courage, resilience, maintaining control. Okay, that's interesting. So your person may they just like to be in control of the situation. But yeah, they want to kind of fight for this, but it's a struggle for them too. So like if they are connected to a third party person, I feel like, they are attracted to you, and it's tough for them to kind of still be with this other person because they are still thinking about you a lot. Two more cards, please, Pisces, or Spirit, for our Pisces person's feelings, or our Pisces persons, the person they're connected to, their feelings. The Lovers. Oh my God. So yeah, they do feel a deep love connection with you. But it's almost like the Lovers is like tough energy. It's kind of like love that's not necessarily easy. It's not like the Two of Cups where there's a mutual exchange of things. It's like it can be overwhelming. It can be overbearing and then really intense. So they do have some feelings for you, Pisces, but I feel like they are kind of connected to somebody else right now. And it's hard for them to be around you and also this other person. But one more card, please, Spirit, for our Pisces. The person they're connected to. How are they feeling? The Hierophant. Again. Commitment energy. Have it twice here. So it was your advice, and it's coming out for also how they feel about you. So they could see you as like a mentor as well. It's also a card of marriage. We'll put that out there. And you had it too. So you could also feel like this person could be somebody you would want to marry or have a family with. But yeah, if they're connected to this third party, then I can see how that would be difficult. Yeah, we have the Two of Swords on the bottom. That's crazy. So yeah, they have a choice they have to make here. They have to make a choice. So the ball's in their court as far as that is concerned, Pisces. You should just continue to focus on healing yourself. Focus on expanding these financial opportunities. Keep healing, keep trying to overcome your childhood wounds, which may be triggered in the near future by this person. Just a word of warning. All right, thank you, Spirit. Can we get a piece of advice for our Pisces viewer? One piece of advice. I'm getting, truth be told on the bottom. So yeah, somebody needs to reveal something here. Open their heart and reveal something. Ooh-wee. All right. Thanks, Spirit. One final piece of advice, please, for our Pisces viewers. What is one piece of advice for their situation right now? Thank you, Spirit, for our Pisces. Piece of advice for our Pisces viewer, please, Spirit. Spirit's like, I already gave them advice. Oh, orphaned. It's feelings of abandonment. So you may need to work on healing your abandonment wounds. So I feel like even if this person cannot meet you where you're at, like, it's important for you not to abandon yourself. You know what I'm saying? Okay, this is number 5. We've had a lot of 5s here too. The Hierophant a couple times. This card. 5s are about conflict and change, both of which are happening. Okay, number 5, Orphaned. So the essential meanings here are a sense of loss, an identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, the need to belong, and uncertainty about your place. So the Oracle's message here is we were all meant to have connections with other people, within our families, societies, and the larger culture. No man is an island, and it's important to recognize that being a part of, rather than separate from, is essential to your well-being. The issue at hand is the need to find where you fit. Be true to your core truths and values. Perhaps you no longer identify with a group or community the way you did before and need to find a new situation. You might be feeling a deep sense of loss or confusion. Address the need for belonging and know that you will find your place with others of like mind and spirit. It's okay to let go of pressure to fit in. Not everyone will understand you. It's time to move on. And then I'll read the relationship message here too, because it is a love reading. So this says, as you shift and evolve and commit to your own growth, that could be what that Hierophant energy was about too. You long for support, but may be disappointed and hurt by others who are not providing what you feel you deserve. Perhaps you are drifting away from this relationship because you're in a different stage of personal growth. Perhaps you are in a new relationship and discovering that you don't share the same values and beliefs, so you feel left out, unable to get to that intimate place of safety and belonging. Take heart. A spirit knows you and loves you and will steer you in the direction of those who accept you as you are, without artifice or agenda. Don't compromise yourself to belong. It won't be worth the price. Let me see what's on the bottom here. We have a leg up. So I feel like, there are people around you who want to support and care for you and help you, lift you up so you don't have to put your feet on this cold, cold ground as you are walking. It could be this mentor person as well. What's underneath here? Mending. So yeah, there is healing taking place as we've seen and discussed in this reading. And I feel like you are getting help with it, which is important. All right, I'm going to do one more advice card, please, Spirit. Or, yeah, one more card, please, for our Pisces. I feel bad because I don't want to, leave you guys hanging with what's happening in the near future. But Spirit might be like, this is what I said, and that's that. Huh. I'll try one more time. Oops, there we go. Soulmates. So this doesn't necessarily mean what you think it means, but I feel like whoever this person is that you may be connected to was meant to be here, maybe to trigger your abandonment wounds, but also to help you grow and change and evolve. So yeah. A lot of healing taking place, Pisces. Some things to heal from as well. It seems like coming up for you in the near future, so I would just be ready, be prepared, be aware, and know that how people treat you is never a reflection of you, it's a reflection of them. But whoever this person is, they were meant to come in here and teach you a lesson, which you are going to heal from. I'm trying to get this star. You're going to heal. So much healing taking place. But sometimes to get to the healed part, we have to go through dealing with our darkest, deepest wounds. So yeah, Pisces, I'm going to leave you there. I'm not going to leave you here. I'm going to leave this reading here, but I'll be here for you. I love you. I'm sending you so much love and light and support and all the good things. And yeah, we will see you in the next one. All right, take care. Bye.